For any Xbox or PlayStation codes or cheap games on any platform, use the referral link in the description. It'll take you to g2a.com. Use the promo code CHES over there and you'll get yourself 3% cash back. For all No Identity merchandise, hats, hoodies and t-shirts, follow the link in the description down below to the No Identity Fan Fibre website. Hey guys, welcome to episode number 28 of Season 5 here in the Career Mode RTG. Today we end the Premier League season. We have Leicester away, we have Everton away, and we have Chelsea at home on the final day. The Premier League title fight will go down to the final day, providing that we win all 3 games. If we win the game in hand we have, which I think actually is the Everton game midweek rather than this Leicester one, we'll be a single point behind Spurs heading into that final day. Chelsea still could, by the slenderest of margins, win the league, but they'd need Spurs to lose both of their remaining games, me to lose both of my games between now and the game against Chelsea, and then Chelsea would need to beat me as well to get them the title. Theoretically, Liverpool could also win the league if Spurs, myself and Chelsea lose all of our games, although of course if myself and Chelsea draw, then Liverpool could still win the league if I lose all of my other games and Chelsea lose their other game and Spurs lose both of theirs. So it is wide open, especially with regards to the top 2, but only if we're able to win all 3 of our games. Cardiff and Watford still have a chance to stay up. 5 points from safety with 6 points available, but probably going to say that they're going down. West Brom still within a shout of survival. It's going to be between West Brom and Norwich, really, isn't it? Because I don't think West Brom can catch Aston Villa, really. Again, it's a 5-point gap. So one of Norwich or West Brom will join Watford and Cardiff in the Championship next season, and one of Spurs, Cambridge, Chelsea and Liverpool will win the Premier League title this season. But I just need to win my games and hope that everything else goes my way. It's going to be a tense one, just as the Champions League semi-finals yesterday were ridiculously tight. This is going to be the same. Drop the video a like if you enjoy. Subscribe to the channel too to make sure you don't miss out on any more. Of course, tomorrow will be the Champions League final. But for now, it's Leicester away to start us off here in this Premier League finale. Here's Luke de Jong turning back. Hernan out wide here to Riyad Mahrez. Good footwork from Riyad. It's completely tearing me a new one there with Renato Sanchez into Musa, who turns. Good tackle by Bennett, but Musa picks up the loose ball into Kaputska. 1-0 Leicester. Not the start we needed here after 10 minutes. Musa turns, fires the ball to Kaputska, who drills it underneath the keeper. Good football, in fairness, from Leicester. I got the tackle in there, but it dropped free to Musa again. He's just drilled that near post, keeper out of position. It's not the start we needed at all. 1-0 down in a game we need to win. Good header from Bradley Halliday. Visor picks up the loose ball. Lozano will look for Morata. Good touch, but Chilwell tackles him. Leicester have been unbelievably good so far in this game. They've probably had upwards of 60% possession. They've had all the chances in the game. I have no answer for them whatsoever in this first half. I am desperate for the second to go much better, but at the minute, rather than hoping to get an equaliser, I'm just trying to get to half-time with the scoreline still only at 1-0. This is a nice bit of, it's just nice to have the ball, let alone let it be a nice bit of possession play. It's just nice to have it for more than 3 or 4 passes until Greco's first touch lets him down. And Riyad Mahrez gets it back again. I can't cope with Leicester right now. They're playing like they did last season in real life, rather than this season in real life. Roles reversed. You'd have said, of the 2 sides playing here today, that it was Leicester City going for another Premier League title, rather than ourselves going for one, because we've just quite simply not been very good. Ahmed Musa is running things up top for them, and in the midfield, we just have no real presence whatsoever. We got the opportunity for a counter here, but Paredes gets tackled because his feet are too slow, and Chilwell will get rid of it. 1-0 to Leicester at half-time. It's going to be the scoreline. Henry down the line to Greco. Nice turn inside. Look for Morata. Rico Henry's there again. Into Anthony Lozano, waiting for the ball to arrive at his feet. Pokes out there for Mitchell. Visor. It's Paredes even. We've equalised. Game on. We're back level. Now we've got actually quite a decent chunk of this second half still to go to get a winner to keep our title chances and hopes alive. Lozano around the corner. Paradis just putting his foot right through it. Power beating the keeper into the top corner. Cambridge 1, Leicester 1, and we've got 35 minutes to find a second. Moves up. He's running outside of Bennett. This is problems. Leicester immediately ahead again. I cannot cope with Ahmed Musa. He's just unplayable right now. Ball played into him there. He's turned Bennett, and I just couldn't close him down quickly enough. It's not the best of finishes, as in not the most accurate, but the power on it has beaten the keeper. This is incredibly frustrating. I fought so hard to get myself that equaliser, and we're immediately behind again. We still need 2 goals. Morata into Lozano. There's Renato into Greco. Lozano's there. Greco's gone again, but I'm going to come back this way. Lozano into Morata. Finds some space on the edge of the box. Maybe no good tackle, although foul given for some reason. Don't think that was a free kick whatsoever. Renato Sanchez on it. Who's got the best free kick stats in the team right now, though? The ball's getting booked for encroachment. I tell you who we really do miss, and have done for a number of games now. Lino Navarrete. I didn't realise just how influential he was in all of our offensive play, but I've desperately missed him in the period that he's been out. Paradis with a free kick over the wall into the back of the net. It's 2-2. Game on again. This second half is coming to life. We're less than 20 minutes in to this second period, and already there have been 3 goals. We've come from behind once. We've come from behind twice. Now let's go and get a winner and try and win this Premier League title. Lozano's going to have to come off injured here. And I just don't have the personnel to cope with these injuries. That's Navarrete, Lozano, Kieran Trippier and Roussillon all out injured at the same time in the rundown to the end of this league title campaign. All of the injuries coming at the worst time, and all, apart from Lozano, to first team players as well. Like I mentioned before we took that free kick and equalised, I really miss Lino Navarrete, and now his replacement, Anthony Lozano, is also injured. I'm running out of players here. I have my scapegoat should we not win the league title, but I don't really want to use a scapegoat. I think if we don't win the league title, it's because we haven't been good enough over the course of 38 games, not because we've had the injuries in this latter part to the season. But it has been increasingly frustrating to lose important players in these final few games, the last couple of months or so. But I can't use that as an excuse. But 14 minutes to go here to try and not need an excuse. We can get a goal to go in front, then our league title campaign is still alive. Greco with the turn, but Luis Hernandez reads it, smacks it away for a throw-in. Bedlawani with the throw. Livea inside. Greco gets there, though. Counter-attacking opportunity. I could send through Ruben Loftus-Cheek here. And, oh, it just won't drop for me. Nice tackle, though. Maybe it has dropped for me. Nicola Greco in behind to bring us 3-2 in front. Oh, he's missed it. How? My controller's disconnected as well. How? How's he missed that? That's the chance to keep us in the title fight, and he's put it over the top. I do not believe it. Nicola Greco. I barely put any power on that as well. Oh my god, how's he missed it? How's he put that over? I can't. 3 minutes added on. It's now or never, it really is. Leicester haven't necessarily gone too defensive here. I'm going to poke this out wide. Paredes can't get away from the defender, but Bradley Halliday will recover the ball. How has Ahmed Musa gotten back to put in that tackle? That's ridiculous. Bradley Halliday. Why is Ahmed Musa apparently... There goes the final whistle. Ahmed Musa has apparently in this game been the world's best defender and the world's best striker. It's a 2-2 draw against Leicester. I don't know what that does for the title fight. We may be out of it. I just wasn't good enough. Tottenham won 3-0 against Southampton. That's the title fight over for us, I think. Liverpool win. No sign... Oh, Chelsea play Manchester United in the late kickoff. Anthony Lozano is out for 4 weeks. And with 2 games to go, we are 6 points off the top. If Tottenham lose their last game and I win my final 2, we'll win the title on goal difference. Who do Tottenham have in their final game? I mean, we have to beat Everton. We have to beat Everton, but Tottenham they're away at West Brom. Tottenham are away at West Brom on the final day. And West Brom are fighting for survival, aren't they? West Brom are fighting for survival. So it won't necessarily be the easiest game, but it's not the most difficult. And I have to win against Everton and Chelsea to stand even the slimmest of chances of winning the Premier League now. I can't believe we didn't get a result against Leicester there. That chance from Greco right at the end. I'm speechless at the fact that he didn't get it on target because I barely put any power on that. I'm fuming. I've only got myself to blame, but I'm fuming. Luke Berry steals that off Gerard Deulofeu. Good chance for a counter-attack this. It's Jamie McLaren, turning one way then the other. Poke that, looking for Luke Berry, who's done wonders. And we'll look for Mbappe, who's run out of stamina now, but he's in the box. Goes down, is that a pen? I'm pretty sure that the Everton player didn't get anything on the ball there. He literally just stood in front of me and bumped me off it. Should that have been a penalty? Are we getting screwed over here when trying to go for the Premier League title? To Mbappe. Down the line, into Davinson Sanchez. Ruben Loftus-Cheek is there. Cross into Jamie McLaren. Poke that back to Berry. To Murphy. This is a good move. Zedos. Into McLaren. Into Ruben Loftus-Cheek. I may have slightly overplayed that. I'll pull it back looking for Jamie McLaren, but Brendan Galloway cuts it out. Frustrating opening 20 minutes here. It's a very weak side playing here. I've got so many players playing out of position that this is probably the weakest side we've played since we were in the Championship. And even then, it's probably weaker than that, to be completely honest. I'll quickly show you it. I wasn't really going to go into it, but I'll show you it here. I'm playing Eric Dyer at right back. I've got CDM Watson at centre back with centre back Davinson Sanchez at left back. And then my midfield is 70 rated Berry and 77 rated Murphy with Ruben Loftus-Cheek at cam. My side hasn't been this weak for 3 seasons, but because of those 4 injuries and the fact that the fixture list hasn't been kind to us and our Champions League run has disrupted our Premier League games, I had no choice but to play a side like this to ensure that my best players are fit to play against Chelsea. It was a decision I had to make. I had to decide which side did I rest players against to try and keep people fresh for the other game, and I've decided to rest people here for this one against Everton because it fell midweek, so obviously everybody that played in the game against Leicester isn't fully fit anyway, so I'm struggling here. I really am. I know it sounds like I'm clutching at straws for excuses for throwing away the Premier League title. Believe me, I'm not. I fully, wholeheartedly, 100% take responsibility for falling at the final hurdle here with regards to the Premier League title. What I wanted to do this season was prioritise the Premier League and not go for the Champions League this year. As it turns out, we're probably going to end up, well, hopefully, we're going to end up winning the Champions League this year, which means next year we'll then go for the Premier League. It was going to be vice versa. We're to go Premier League this year and Champions League next year with all of the new signings coming in, but it looks like we're going to have to do it the other way around. Don't think we're going to win the Premier League title this year, but I am very confident of beating Manchester United in the final of the Champions League, so I'd like to think that we can win that competition, and then we'll just have to see what we can do next year in the Premier League and try and win that hopefully a domestic cup, because we've not won the FA Cup or League Cup in this series yet, I don't think. Pretty sure we haven't. So I would very much like to win a domestic cup as well as the league before we end this series. And next season will be the final season of this series. So we won't be going any further than season 6. So I'm desperate to win the Premier League before we move on to another RTG, which will probably be in another country. Probably going to do my next Road to Glory series in Germany or Spain. So I'm desperate to win these trophies before we leave Cambridge United. 10 minutes to go till half time. Everton 0, Cambridge 0. Cheek into Murphy. Zedos wants to make that run and he's in behind here. Felipe Zedos to give us a 1-0 lead. Good block by Funes Mori. Trying to get the lead here just before half time. Zedos whips it in. Up goes Idrissa Gana Gueye as it happens. Nice first touch there by Harry Darling, trying to get this to a player that could potentially have a half decent shot on goal. Zedos whips in a good cross underneath. It's Eric Dyer. What a save from Werner. Doing everything here to get ourselves the lead before half-time. Jedos could keep this in. Has done. Lofts it back into the box. It's a good delivery. Keeper's punched. Knocked down by Eric Dyer to Ruben Loftus-Cheek. Tackled by Balassi. He's going to drop to Jedos. Balassi with a block. And that will probably be and is half-time. 0-0 at the break. But we are by far the better side here, despite the weakened team that I'm playing. 45 minutes to keep our Premier League title hopes alive. Mbappe cuts that out. Oh, Ryan Ledson cuts that out. Crying out loud. It feels like everything is going against me in this game. I just cannot build any sort of meaningful move whatsoever. Jedos will look inside again. That wasn't meant for McLaren, but it's gone to him. I'll go out wide here to Luke Berry. Why Luke Berry's out wide there, I'm not sure. Poke that, looking for Jamie McLaren, but for some reason it's gone all the way to Jedos. Look for Jamie McLaren there. That's gone to Murphy. There's Greco. Greco with a space. Greco on his left foot. Nicola Greco's shot goes straight against Mason Holgate and comes back to Joe Adeolefeu. Another opportunity for Greco late on in the game to win us the match, and he's not able to take it. And I can't commit too much here for Benyat because that means that there would have been space in behind there. But Greco finds Jamie McLaren, who spins, looking for Nicola Greco again, and this time saved by the keeper, hits Mason Holgate and he clears it away. I just don't think it's meant to be. I think it's fate that we are not meant to win the Premier League this season. It just, I don't know why. It just feels that way. Luke Berry with the spin. Berry in behind, gets caught by Coleman, nothing given. Wasn't really a foul and cleared away. I'm just clutching at straws because I'm so disappointed that this is happening. Berry, we win the free kick. Right, maybe we can get something here. I really am just clutching at straws though. This is just desperately, desperately disappointing. Up with a header. Berry on target. Straight at the keeper. There goes the final whistle. It's a 0-0 draw at Goodison Park. The Premier League title is unobtainable. Everton did nothing in that game but defend, and I could not find a way through. We cannot win the Premier League. As we head into the final game against Chelsea, I think actually we're going to be scrapping for a top 4 place. We'll have to wait and see what the table looks like. 2 draws so far. We are second. Today's the last day to submit my squad for the England team, but I don't think I'm going to change it much from what it currently is. We'll submit that search. Oxlade-Chamberlain actually I'll bring in. Nathaniel Klein is injured, so we'll leave him. He might heal again. He might heal again. Is that really a phrase that I could use? I'm going to take Jesse Lingard out and bring Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain in. But other than that, I think the team is good enough. So that's the squad. I have to remove. Okay, well let's bring Kyle Walker in then. Alright, that is the squad submitted for Euro 2020 press conference. Let's have a look at the league table as we head into this game against Chelsea. Now we are guaranteed, wow, 3 teams on 72 points. We're guaranteed Champions League football, but we're not guaranteed to be in the group stage. We need to avoid defeat against Chelsea and we will finish 2nd or 3rd. Tottenham have won the league. Congratulations, Spurs. You have won the Premier League. Liverpool, Chelsea and Cambridge all battling out for 2nd, 3rd and 4th. Of course, whoever finishes in 4th will have to go through the 4th qualifying round next season. We play Chelsea on the final day and the goal difference is only +1 in our favour, which is why we're 2nd and they're 3rd. Heavily in our favour ahead of Liverpool. So if we draw, then we'll finish 2nd or 3rd. If we win, we'll finish 2nd. And if we lose, we'll finish at least 3rd, maybe 4th. Depends how Liverpool get on. But unfortunately, the Premier League title is now out of my reach. So the only chance we have left is the Champions League final against Manchester United at the end of next week. That will be in tomorrow's episode. But let's end the Premier League season now and hopefully finish 2nd or 3rd and get ourselves into the Champions League proper. It would just be my luck, wouldn't it, with the way that this Premier League season is finished. A youth player wants out. I'll call you up momentarily, my man. It would just be my luck, wouldn't it, for me to go from potentially winning the Premier League to losing here against Chelsea and only having a 4th qualifying round in next year's Champions League. Although I'd like to think I'll win the Champions League against Manchester United this upcoming weekend in tomorrow's episode. Right, well the side is back to full strength other than the cam spot. Let's see if we can beat Chelsea. Bonucci and Varane starting at centre-back for them. They have Dybala and Thiago Alcantara in their forward six as well. This is an extremely strong Chelsea team with not everything on the line, but a lot on the line here in this game. This is not going to be easy. Greco into Loftus-Cheek. Poke that there for Alvaro Morata. Go back to Ruben Loftus-Cheek and then back to Alvaro Morata. And, draw a good save out of Thibaut Courtois. Starting the game in the right manner. Drawing a good save out of the keeper. Corner to come in from Nicola Greco. Bradley Halliday wins the header. Courtois saves. We keep that in? No, we'll wait for another corner. John Stones deciding not to take a touch there. Greco will send another set piece in. Underneath it this time is Bonucci actually, and it drops straight to the keeper. Positive start here. Kante versus Renato Sanchez. Kante comes up. Oh, the turn from Dybala. And again, Paulo Dybala. Good save by Watson. He's 92 rated here for Chelsea, Paulo Dybala. Corner to come in from him. 10 minutes in. We nearly scored at one end. They nearly scored at the other. It's a good clearance. Who's going to bring that down? Morata chests it. We'll send Ruben Loftus-Cheek away. No, we won't. Yes, we will. No, that's Alvaro Morata again. Oh, that was a terrible ball. I'll quickly show you the Chelsea ratings because I was actually quite surprised. Thibaut Courtois is 93 rated. 93 rated goalkeeper. Ep28, Bonucci 86. Varane is 90 rated. That's up 6. Baba is 85. Matic still 84. N'Golo Kante 85. Expected him to grow a little bit more. Thiago 87. Willian 82. Dybala 92. And Hazard 90. So a ridiculously strong Chelsea side. Ours is almost as strong. If we had Lino Navarrete in the starting lineup and he wasn't out injured, I'd say ours was probably just as strong. But 3 90-plus players in their starting lineup, which is ridiculous. Loftus-Cheek here, squeeze that through to Morata. Was he onside? I'm not sure. Baba Rahman closing me down. He was the right side of the defensive line here, Alvaro Morata. We'll get this in there to Paredes. Good touch and turn. Paredes fires over and into the stands. 0-0 after 15 minutes, but plenty of chances already. Weiser with the throw. We'll go back there to Paredes and drill it into Renato. Forced to Alvaro Morata. That's a lovely turn. Can he finish? No, Raphael Varane in the way. Good block by the Frenchman. It's been a positive game for us so far. We're playing very well. It's a shame we couldn't play like this against Leicester or Everton. Otherwise, you never know, we may well have won the Premier League title. Of course, it was out of our hands anyway. We needed Spurs to drop points. So if they've won all of their games, then it doesn't matter what the results were in the other games because we'd have finished second anyway. Strong tackle there that was risky, but in the end paid off for the Chelsea man. Bradley Halliday involved again. Loftus-Cheek will get that to Greco. We'll push around the outside of Aspi. Nicola Greco in the box. Greco for 1-0. Courtois again with the save. Morata picks it up, pulls it back. Oh, but Thiago cuts it out. We win it off him? No. Really entertaining game here on the final day. Halliday with a throw. Weiser inside to Paredes. Good touch. In there to Morata. Lay that off. Greco will hit it first time. Deflected. Wide for a corner. There's been more action in the opening 25 minutes of this game than there was in the entirety of the previous 2. But that's headed away for a throw-in. Thiago. Oh, good footwork, but good tackle. Good strength from Alcantara as well. And Thiago is still going here. And Thiago scores. Chelsea lead at the Abbey. Number 43, Thiago Alcantara. Great footwork. Good strength, good finish. Chelsea 1, Cambridge United 0 here after 37 minutes. Gets away from me there, and John Stones was drawn by the run of Dybala, which opened up the space for him to be able to pick the bottom corner. We've had a number of chances ourselves, but not able to get or to keep Chelsea out here in this first half. 37 minutes in, 1-0 down. Footwork from Dybala here is just... How am I supposed to tackle him? Willian racing away. Good tackle by Renato Sanchez. I just couldn't get the ball off Dybala there for love nor money. I tried everything. That was remarkable. I've never found a player so difficult to tackle in my life. Ruben Loftus-Cheek here racing down the right-hand side. We'll get it back into Weiser. Take a touch to get around the outside the defender. And the shot was on target. And it's a good save by Courtois. Looking for this equaliser. I still can't go over that Dybala footwork. Decent delivery. Renato Sanchez with a header. Courtois with a save. It's been all Cambridge in this game, but Chelsea lead as we approach half-time. It's going to be an attacking move, this from Chelsea. Oh, Dybala. It's done me there. Paulo Dybala racing away. How was that squeezed home? What an unbelievable finish. Paulo Dybala on his weak foot, 92 rated. You saw his dribbling earlier. That's a sign of how good his finishing is. just races away from me. And how has he squeezed that home like that? That's unreal. It's just too good. Quite simply, that is just too good. 2-0 Chelsea. Out to Halliday. Good turn. In there to Loftus-Cheek. Morata's made the run. Great slide tackle to put me off, but we've won it back again. We'll fire this towards Morata. It's a great touch and turn. Alvaro Morata gets caught there. Foul given. Free kick opportunity here. Half an hour to go. Paredes will take it. He scored his last free kick. Can't really deny him the opportunity to try and score another, can I? Paredes will put it up over the wall and up over the bar. Nice turn by Greco into Renato Sanchez. Morata is there. We found him trying to get past Rafael Varane. He's done well. Mitchell Weiser. Oh my god. I cannot score against Thibaut Courtois. He's 93 rated and impregnable in between those two wooden sticks. Although they're probably metal sticks, to be fair. They used to be wooden sticks. Absolutely unbeatable right now, Thibaut Courtois. Still Chelsea 2, Cambridge United 0. Thiago very nearly set Nemanja Matic, I think that was, through for another one for Chelsea. McLaren come off the bench here. Alvaro Morata will look for Jamie McLaren again. And I'm tackled, but McLaren's won it back again. Almost wiped out there. Zuma with this time with a tackle and Chelsea will clear. It's just not going my way in this one at all. There goes the final whistle that brings this game and this Premier League season to an end. We lose at home against Chelsea by 2-0. So even if we'd beaten Leicester and Everton, we still wouldn't have won the league. 12 shots, 8 on target, no goals. 93 rated Thibaut Courtois, seemingly too good for us. Tottenham beat West Brom anyway, so even if we'd won all 3 games, we wouldn't have won the league anyway. So fair play to Spurs. We have, well, rather ironically, done a Spurs here at the end of this season by bottling the Premier League. Unfortunate apologies, Spurs fans. It's just a really good comparison to make. Actually, I didn't see what the Liverpool score was. Where did we finish in the league? I'm actually quite concerned now. I didn't think to check the score. Did we finish... Oh, why have I checked fixtures? What an absolute idiot. Did we finish in the top 3 or are we in 4th? If we're in 4th, then we'll have to qualify for the Champions League next season via the 4th qualifying round. Unless, of course, we win it in the Champions League final in the next episode. And we finished 3rd. Liverpool lost as well. So we guarantee Champions League football next season. We finished 3rd. We have Manchester United next in the Champions League final. That'll be in tomorrow's episode with the suit. Then we'll have a season roundup. Then it'll be a little mini-series with England at Euro 2020. Drop the video a like if you enjoyed. Subscribe to the channel too to make sure you don't miss out on any further content. Apologies the league title race went the way it did. Next season we will be better. We've got 5 truly world-class players joining us in the summer as well. So next season we will be infinitely better than we were this year with much better squad depth and much better quality in depth as well. Up next, Champions League final. I'll see you then.